Hello and welcome back to Open, everyone. Don't forget, we're always inviting you to get social with us. Tweet us at BronxNet TV and tweet me at Rhina Valentin. And so each year, the Johnny Pacheco Latin Music and Jazz Festival connects the people of the Bronx to the rest of the world through live music performances and educational workshops. And here now to tell us about what we can expect at this year's festival, we welcome producer and artistic director Alan Molnar. Hello and welcome back, and congratulations on the annual success of this festival.
Well, thank you, Rhina. It's great to be back here today. And the festival has just gotten better and better every year. I'm really excited about this year's festival. I know I say this every year, but this year is going to be the best so far, I promise you.
Well, I hope that that is your enthusiasm every year. I know you say it every year, and every year it seems to get bigger and bigger. Just in the information I've read, I look forward to hearing what you want to share. But just the technological aspect of it is really a big deal. And so in my head, reading everything I was saying, of course we want people to be there, but just be online and just listen to live music while it's happening. That's technology for you. That's where we are now.
It certainly is, and it's a festival. I designed the festival to be kind of a hybrid brick and mortar and virtual festival, and that allows us to have the excitement of an audience in front of with the musicians in front of them, listening to music in a very traditional way. And during the week, we have a number of middle school and high school students coming in to listen to the performances, which is really exciting, right there in the room with the performers. And additionally, we're covering as much of the world as we possibly can with the idea of having people watch on their phones, watch on their home computers, and just pick up the web stream and be a part of it on their devices. So that's really exciting.
It is exciting, and I just wondered, in the past years, have you been able to figure out where the feed is actually being viewed the most, or outside of here, outside of New York, right? We know it's being viewed here,
sure.
But just because it's worldwide, I was just curious to know, if you're able to track what other parts of the world it's being viewed.
To a degree, we've been able to do that, and one place in particular where we get a lot of coverage is in Canada. I'm actually from Canada, so
you're from Canada?
Send a lot of info up there.
That's so good to know. It's so good to know that you're from Canada. Do you have a home over there?
Not anymore. I live here.
Oh, okay. No, I'm looking for friends in Canada nowadays.
Well, we have lots of friends up there who love our music and love the festival here for sure.
Right. And so Canada, that's great. And what about Europe?
I think
you mentioned something. Wasn't there some kind of concert that was going on virtually? Can you explain that to me?
Well, we do a number of things. We've had groups from Santiago, Chile perform via video conference. We've had groups, and we'll have a group this year from Kansas State University in Manhattan, Kansas, perform via Skype. So they're going to do the virtual thing with us. We've had guest clinicians visit us from as far away as Hong Kong to give live critiques with the bands on site here via Skype. So we've done a lot of that. And then of course the broadcast side of it, I think we got a count of the countries we've been in. There have been about 25 countries in total. As far away, we've had hits from Egypt, from Israel, from France, England, all over. So I can't remember the specifics or the numbers.
No,
but
that's fine.
but
I
they're
wasn't
coming
really
in.
interested in the numbers. I was more interested in the universal messaging that's happening on live at the moment, not a link that we're sharing later that people can visit at there. This is happening in live time.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
which is that's the exciting part of it.
It sure is.
Yeah, and so I just want to revisit the visual of, you said you had someone Skype in while the concert is going on, so there's that is it a fusion? Is that how it works? How does that, that's interesting.
Well, we've done a couple of things. One is to have a teacher, a clinician from afar, video conferencing, so they're watching on their computers, watching the band perform and making notes about the critique that they're going to give the ensemble for just some tips for improvement.
Right.
And then afterwards, they're up on the big screen, so the band can see them and hear them, give the critiques, and then interact with them and the director in real time. And that's really exciting. And
that is interesting.
yeah, and a couple times, we're not doing this year, maybe it'll be a thing for next year, but in the past I've actually performed on vibraphone with one of the bands that video conference did in real time, being live on site here while the band was performing, this particular band is from Kansas State University, while they were performing at KSU. And so that's a whole other kind of exploration.
That's called vibraphone, is it? You perform through vibraphone?
The vibraphone is the instrument that I played. It's like a xylophone.
Oh, it's the vibes.
Yes, the
right,
vibes.
xylophone. Oh, sorry,
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
that's all right.
I'm like, oh, it's vibraphone. I know them as xylophones or vibes, right? But it's vibraphone.
Yes.
Yeah. See, look, I just learned something.
Well, and actually, on the subject of vibraphone, somehow we ended up with a very vibraphone-rich festival this year. We have a duo coming in from Brazil, flying to New York to be at our festival, a vibraphone piano duo who are amazing. Duo Clavis. They'll be performing on Thursday afternoon and Thursday evening. And then we have our special guest artist who is a world-class, one of the greatest vibraphonists of all time, Mr. Mike Minieri, who will be performing with the Lehman College Student Jazz Ensemble on Friday night at the Friday evening grand finale concert. And Mike Minieri is really a special artist to come in because he's had such a rich career. He's performed literally with everyone from Billie Holiday to Andy Gonzalez to Paul McCartney, and everyone you can imagine in between. He's contributed to over 100 gold and platinum albums in the pop world and jazz, and has his own record label as well. So I've always viewed him as a really great role model for our students who want to explore the music industry, our music majors at the college here and elsewhere, of course, because there's such a need for diversity in a skill set, and Mike is a really great example of what that is. So I'm really thrilled to have him as well.
That's wonderful. You do an amazing job of curating this whole thing.
Well, I can't imagine anything more fun than living in New York and having the opportunity to be around this incredible, vibrant community of music. The young kids, we have middle school kids who come to the festival to perform, and I find them as exciting to listen to and to watch as I do the high school and the college and the professionals play.
Awesome. Vibrant being the appropriate word since the vibes are dominating this year. That's my favorite instrument too.
Mine too.
Yeah, well, thank you once again for always coming and sharing with our viewers. And to you guys, the Johnny Pacheco Latin Music and Jazz Festival is taking place from Wednesday, November 16th through Saturday, November 19th. And for a full list, excuse me, of times and performances, visit lehman.edu/jazzfest. You can also visit BronxNet.tv, BronxNet.tv. We're taking a break, but don't go anywhere. Bobby C's Weekly Sports Roundup is coming up next.